Hey, everybody. Hi there. Welcome to Steve's Sporty Balls on a Sunday, now early Monday morning. And a lot of things on our plate as per the usual. So, Harry is on a little vacay. Our chat room is, as always, open and it's serving fresh donuts. Anyway, is there a way we can tone that down just a wee bit? Like this? Yeah, that'd be nice. Anyway, I thought we would do something very much worthy of this broadcast, whatever that is. Uh, okay, let's. Okay, we're gonna get to a jelly filled, chocolate filled, even even plain. We also got long johns. Okay. So let's get on with the show, folks. Matt, Ed, and Eddie joins us in the chat. We're supposed to be joined also by a gentleman that is called Ego. He is known as Chris from his shows that he does on YouTube and Twitch. You know what I'm thinking of doing? I don't know if I can actually do this or not, but I'm thinking of the Streamlabs for YouTube. That'll be interesting, wouldn't it? Yeah. We'll have Twitch Studio for Twitch, and Streamlabs for YouTube. That'll be fun. Besides, I gotta shave a little. Anyway, let's get on with this little show of shows. And we do have a lot to talk about, and we will do so. Right now, I want to tell you that our scoreboard is, as always, presented by Caesars Sportsbook and Casino. Remember, we are all Caesars, but even Caesars know their limits. And if you know your limits, but you're kind of a little skittish and a little concerned, call our friends at the National Council on Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-522-4700. That's 1-800-522-4700. And with that, let's give you some scores. Thank you, boys. Yes. And everything is a final. After all, it is a Sunday. So here we go. In 10 innings, the Yankees beat the Detroit Tigers 5-4, 5-7-0 for the Yanks. 4-8-2 for the Tigers. King, the winner for the Yanks. He's 3-1. Soto, the loser for the Tigers. He goes 2-3. Pittsburgh Pirates defeated the Arizona Diamondbacks 3-0. 3-9-0 for the Pirates. 0-5-0 for the Diamondbacks. Winning pitcher for the Pirates, Thompson. He's 3-4. Gallen was the loser for Diamondbacks. He's 4-1. And Bednar, without a broomstick, gets his 10th save for the Pirates. Cleveland Guardians defeated the Baltimore Orioles 3-2, 3-6-0 for the Guardians, 2-4-0 for the Orioles. Plesac gets pleasingly a win for the Guardians. He goes 2-4. Kramer, well, he gets shot in the foot and goes 0-1. That's right, he got lost. Hi, Nancy. Hope I had a good day. Well, sort of. I'm feeling a little better, but yesterday was a killer for me. Let's see. Blazak for the Guardians gets the win. He's 2-4. Kramer gets the loss for the Orioles. He's 0-1. And Class gets his 9th save for the Guardians. Philadelphia Phillies take care of the Angels 9-7, 9-9-2 for the Phils, 7-8-2 for the Angels. Nabel gets the win for the Phils. He's 2-4. And Iglesias gets the loss for the Angels. He's 1-4. Twins over the Blue Jays 8-6, 8-16-1 for the Twins, 6-10-1 for the Jays. Cotton gets picked for the win by the Twins. His stat is 2-1. Gausman gets the loss for the Blue Jays. He's 5-4. Moran did good. Yes, he did. His first save for the Minnesota Twins. White Sox defeated the Rays by a score of 6-5, 6-16-1 for White Sox, 5-9-1 for the Rays. Giolito gets the win for the White Sox. He's 4-2. Yarbrough gets the loss for the Rays. He's 0-3. San Francisco Giants beat the Florida Marlins 5-1, 5-9-0 for the Giants, 1-5-0 for the Marlins. Junis gets the win for the Giants. He's 3-1. Garrett gets the loss for the Marlins. He's 0-1. Nationals over the Reds 5-4, 5-7-1 for the Nats, 4-12-2 for the Reds. Corbin, the winner for the Nats, he's 2-8. Castillo, the loser for the Reds, he's 2-3. And Cizek gets his first save. Yes, he does. Astros over the Royals 7-4, 7-12-0 for the Stros, 4-7-0 for the Royals. Valdez gets the big win for the Stros. He's 6-2. Heasley gets the loss for the Royals. He's 0-3. And Montero gets his 4th save for the Stros. Final in 10 innings, Padres over the Brewers 6-4, 6-9-0 for the Padres, 4-8-1 for the Brews. Hill gets the big win for the Padres. He's 1-0. Got the loss. He's 1-1. And Rogers gets the big save, his 18th of the season. Dear gosh, these guys are getting smart. Final in 10 innings, Mariners over the Rangers 6-5, 6-12-0 for the Mariners, 5-9-0 for the Rangers. Castillo gets the win. He's 3-0 for the Mariners. Burke gets the loss for the Rangers. He's 3-1. And Seawald gets his 4th save for the Mariners. Atlanta Braves over the Colorado Rockies 8-7, 8-11-1 for the Bravos, 7-12-2 for the Rockies. Morton heard a who and a win for the Braves. He's 4-3. Feltner gets the loss for the Rockies. He's 1-2. And Jansen picks up his 14th save for the Braves this season. Boston Red Sox over the Oakland Athletics 5-2, 5-7-0 for the Red Sox, 2-7-1 for the Athletics. Hill gets the win for the Sox. He's 2-3. Montas gets the loss for the Athletics. He's 2-6. Another extra inning dance fest. Mets over the Dodgers 5-4, 5-8-1 for the Mets, 4-9-0 for the Dodgers. Lugo gets the win for the Mets. He's 1-1. Kimbrel gets the loss for the Dodgers. He's 0-2. And Medina gets his first save for the Mets. And finally, in 11 innings, the St. Louis Cardinals put the kibosh on the Chicago Cubs by a score of 5-3, 5-11-0 for the Cards, 3-11-1 for the Cubs. Cabrera gets his big win for the Cardinals. He's 3-1. Norris drops another loss without a win for the Cubs. He's 0-4. That's right. And I don't think the Royals played today, which may have been a godsend. Anyway, there you go on the majors. How about the minors? Well, we're going to give you some of the scores from the minor leagues. The fun league, as we like to call them, or call it. So here we go. AAA, beep, beep. Final in 12 innings, Columbus over Toledo, 5-4, 5-10-0 for Columbus, 4-7-1 for Toledo. Final score, Syracuse over Worcester, 6-4, 6-11-0 for the Qs, 4-6-0 for Worcester. Lehigh Valley over Scranton Wilkes-Barre 12-4, 12-14-0 for Lehigh Valley, 4-5-0. 4-6-0, excuse me, 4-6-0 for Scranton Wilkes-Barre. Rochester over Buffalo 11-2, 11-11-0 for Rochester, 2-7-0 for Buffalo. Norfolk over Jacksonville 8-2, 8-8-0 for Norfolk, 2-4-0 for Jacksonville. Louisville over Gwinnett 6-0, 6-9-0 for Louisville. 0-3-0 for Gwinnett, a 3-hitter, not bad. Charlotte over Memphis, 11-4, 11-11-0 for Charlotte, 4-4-2 for Memphis. Oklahoma City over Round Rock, 4-2, 4-6-0 for Oklahoma City, 2-9-1 for Round Rock. St. Paul over Iowa, 16-7, 16-16-2 for St. Paul, 7-10-0 for Iowa. Salt Lake over El Paso, 6-5, 6-11-2 for Salt Lake, 5-11-0 for El Paso. Vegas over Sacramento, 11-10, 11-14-0 for Vegas, 10-11-0 for Sacramento. Reno over Tacoma, 6-5, 6-10-1 for Reno, 5-8-0 for Tacoma. Durham over Nashville, 4-1, 4-6-0 for Durham, 1-4-0 for Nashville. In 11 innings, Sugarland over Albuquerque, 5-4, 5-6-0 for Sugarland, 4-8-1 for Albuquerque. Indianapolis and Omaha were postponed due to inclement weather. Yay. You gotta love those inclement weather things. Okay, let's go to double. That's right, time to go to double A. Beep, beep, MCO. Hartford over Reading, 7-2, 7-13-0 for Hartford, 2-10-0 for Reading. Somerset over Binghamton, 5-4, 5-8-0 for Somerset, 4-8-1 for Binghamton. Portland over New Hampshire, 2-0, 2-6-1 for Portland, 0-4-0 for New Hampshire. Erie over Harrisburg, 6-3, 6-10-0 for Erie, 3-9-0 for Harrisburg. Tennessee beat Birmingham in 12 innings, 3-2 was the final score for Tennessee, 3-9-2 for Birmingham, 2-9-0. Wichita beat Frisco, 5-3, 5-3. The line score for Wichita, 5-7-0, 5-7-0 for Frisco, 3-9-1. And you got Akron over Richmond, 4-3 was the final score, 4-8-0 for Akron, 3-7-1 for Richmond. Chattanooga choo-chooed over Rocket City, 3-2. 3-9-1 for Chattanooga, 2-4-1 Rocket City. Corpus Christi beat Northwest Arkansas, 17-4. 17-16-0 for Corpus Christi. 4-7-3 for Northwest Arkansas. Boom, 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 boom. Montgomery over Mississippi, 8-1. 8-8-2 for Montgomery. 1-5-1 for Mississippi. Pensacola hit the spot. Beat Biloxi, believe it or not. 7-6 was the final score for Pensacola. 7-7-1 for Biloxi, 6-9-2. In 10 innings, Altoona, they defeated Bowie. 3-2 was the final score in 10 innings. Oh, yeah. For Altoona, 3-8-1. For Bowie, 2-8-0. Let's keep going, because we got a hell of a show. Arkansas beat Springfield, 6-0 was the final score, you see. Arkansas 6-9-1, Springfield 0-5-1. Amarillo over Midland 10-3. For Amarillo 10-16-0. For Midland 3-7-0. And the Tulsa and San Antonio were canceled due to COVID-19. All right. Well, I'm going to sing the scores. I've decided why the hell not. It's my show. I can do what I want. Yeah. All right, and high A, Lake County over West Michigan, 9-2, 9-11-0 for Lake County, 2-3-0 for West Michigan. Greenville over Winston-Salem, 5-2. 5-1 Greenville, 2-4-1, no 2-4-0 for Winston-Salem. Cedar Rapids beat Lansing 9-3. 9-13-3 for Cedar Rapids, 3-3-2 for Lansing. In 5 innings, oh yes, 5 innings they did play. Great Lakes beat Fort Wayne 8-0, 8-10-1 for Great Lakes, 0-0-1 for Fort Wayne. It's not a complete game, though I'm confused. Anyway, Dayton beat South Bend 8-3. 8-10-0 Dayton, 3-7-4 South Bend. The Jersey Shore beat Brooklyn 3-2, 3-9-0 for Jersey Shore, 2-8-0 for Brooklyn. Hickory over Asheville, 21-6. Oh boy, 21-6. If they were playing football, Asheville missed the extra point. 21-17-0 for Hickory, 6-10-2 for Asheville. Yeah. Quad Cities beat Beloit 8-7. Heaven. 8-7-0 for the Quad. 7-8-1 for Beloit. That's not odd. Do. In 10 innings, whoa, Bowling Green beat Rome 6-5. 6-8-1 for Bowling Green, 5-7-2 for Rome. You see, Greensboro beat Wilmington 4-2, 4-6-2 Greensboro, 2-7-0 Wilmington. Hudson Valley PTA over Aberdeen, 11-5, 11-8-3 for Hudson Valley, 5-8-2 for Aberdeen. Wisconsin over Peoria 5-1. Ooh. Wisconsin 5-6-0. Peoria played it 1-5-0. Spokane over Vancouver 3-0 in the second game. That's right, 3-5-0 Spokane, 0-1-1 Vancouver. You see, in the first game, Spokane did it again, 5-1, 5-6-1 for Spokane. For Vancouver, you see, 1-3-3. Oh yeah. Everett over Eugene, 5-1. 5-8-1 for Everett. Eugene 1-4-0. Tri-City over Hillsboro 3-0 or 3-0. 3-8-0 Tri-City. 0-5-0 Hillsboro. Let's see our last scoreboard. It is for single A. And if you're truly single A, hey. Palm Beach over Jupiter 8-1. Let's have some fun. 8-9-1 for Palm Beach, you see. 1-4-0 for Jupiter. That was in the second game. In the first game, Palm Beach beat Jupiter 3-2. 3-6-0 Palm Beach. 2-9-0 Jupiter. Another double dip, this time St. Lucie versus Daytona. In the first game, St. Lucie beat them 5-1. Oh, son. 5-4-1 for St. Lucie. For Daytona, you see 1-1. In the second game, St. Lucie beat Daytona 2-0 or 2-0. My hero. St. Lucie 2-3-0. Daytona 0-1-2. Now we go to another double dip. Oh boy. Tampa, Fort Myers, they split it. First game, Fort Myers won over Tampa 7-1. 7-8-0 Fort Myers. 1-5-1 Tampa. In the second game, Tampa beat Fort Myers 6-5. 6-5-0 Tampa. 5-9-3 Fort Myers. Dunedin beat Clearwater in a normal game 4-0. 4-10-1 Dunedin. 0-4-3 Clearwater. Charleston beat Down East 4-3. 4-9-1 Charleston. 3-8-2 Down East. Bradenton over Lakeland 4-3. Bradenton 4-3-1. Lakeland 3-8-2. Kannapolis beat Augusta 5-3. Kannapolis with 5-3-2. Augusta 3-5-1. Fayetteville beat Fredericksburg 6-5. Stay alive, stay alive. 6-9-2 Fayetteville. 5-10-3 Fredericksburg. In 10 innings, Inland Empire beat Visalia, the Onion King. 4-7-1 Inland Empire. 3-6-0 Visalia. Delmarva beat Myrtle Beach 9-8. 9-10-1 for Delmarva. 8-14-2 Myrtle Beach. Carolina upended Lynchburg 6-3. 6-12-1 for Carolina. 3-7-0 for Lynchburg. Rancho Cucamonga kicked a good one over Lake Elsinore. 6-2 2B2. 6-11-1 Rancho Cucamonga. 2-4-0 Lake Eleanor. Salem beat Columbia 7-4. 7-11-0 for Salem. 4-9-1 for Columbia. Modesto over Fresno 7-4. 7-8-0 for Modesto. 4-9-0 for Fresno. San Jose over Stockton 6-5. 6-11-0 for San Jose. 5-11-1 for Stockton. Hey. Final board, we got Myrtle Beach over Delmarva 12-2. 12-9-0 Myrtle Beach. 2-6-2 Delmarva. What a reach. And that's your baseball scoreboard for the night. Excuse me. Eat beans, get gas. Eat pizza, and you pay for it. Oh, boy. Okay. We did our basketball. Let's go to the NBA. So here we go. Game 2 of the NBA Finals. Warriors struggled, but they came back from behind to beat the Boston Celtics 107-88 to take a 1-1 series tie in the best of 7 NBA Finals. You didn't think that was quick, did you? That was. Okay, so what's next? Well, we go from the hardwood to the hard, fake, synthetic ice. That's right. It's time to take it to the limit. And here we go. Could we be seeing a new Stanley Cup champion this year? Well, this game may be going 7 innings, maybe going the full plate. The way these two teams are playing, that's right. The Eastern Conference Finals, and this time the defending two-time Stanley Cup champion Tampa Bay Lightning took it out against the New York Rangers 3-2. New York leads that series 2-1. Wow. I'm not kidding. I say with respect. Wow. Okay, so we did the NBA, we did the NHL, we did all that. What else have we got? Oh, we got NASCAR, we got the USFL. Let's give you the USFL. And in after 8 weeks, here's the scores for week number 8. Do we have the scores for week number 8? I'm glad you asked. You know what? I'm glad I'm asked too. So, week 8, Friday, the New Jersey Generals beat the Pittsburgh Maulers 29-18. Saturday, the Birmingham Stallions over the New Orleans Breakers 10-9. Today, the double dip, Philadelphia massacred Michigan, the Stars over the Panthers 46. Meanwhile, the Tampa Bay Bandits defeated the Houston Gamblers 13-3. So right now, here are the standings after 8 weeks in the USFL. In the North Division, the New Jersey Generals are the top of the heap. That's right. They're at 7-1. The Birmingham Stars are 5-3. The Michigan Panthers 1-7, as to the Maulers. That's in the North. In the South Division, it's the Stallions of Birmingham 8-0. The New Orleans Breakers in second, 5-3. The Tampa Bay Bandits are even at 4-4, and the Houston Gamblers are 1-7. So there you go. There you go, ladies and gents. The big old stand-ins, yes. Big old stand-ins for the big old USFL. Now, don't forget, we will bring you Little Madness as well. Speaking of madness, it's time we visit the good folks at Fan Controlled Football. They had their playoffs this weekend. Let's see who's going to go to the Fan Controlled big old finals. So let us see if we can. N'est-ce pas? N'est-ce pas? N'est-ce pas? N'est-ce pas? L'espace, l'espace, l'espace. Okay. Da 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 da. This is the 6. Okay, we're finding things as we go along here. Okay. Yep. Yeah, we concentrate. Thank you. Let me get over here. Okay, the 8 Okie versus Bored Ape. Who won that game, you may ask yourself. You may ask yourself, who won that game? And you may ask yourself, why should we care? Well, you do care. Okay, in the playoffs, it was Bored Ape 38, 8 Okie 32, and the Zappas beat the Should Have Been Stars 50-24. So next week, it'll be the 8 Okie taking on the Zappers for the Fan Controlled Football Final or Championship. So that's going to be something. You can watch Fan Controlled Football on Twitch, or you can watch it via Hulu on NBC LX. So there you go. Or you can watch it through the eyes of Terrell Owens on the TO show on Fubo TV. That's on Tubi. So there you go. All right, before we go international, let's give you a little media bite or 2 or 3 or 4. And wow. Excuse me, guys. We hit the wrong button. You think so? Let's pop there. Okay. This should be the one we're looking at. Okay, with Ukraine defeating Scotland 3-1 on Wednesday, they've put themselves 1 win away from qualification to the 2022 World Cup in Qatar. Now, their victory was a highly emotional one, as you'd expect for a team of players wearing the colors of a country still facing an active invasion effort from Russia. Now, all that stands between Ukraine and qualification, Sunday's last playoff, where a win against Wales would send Ukraine into Group B and an opening game against the United States. Now, considering the gravity of that moment and how it isn't really an exaggeration to say the world will be watching, ESPN's decision today to move the game from its original ESPN2 home to the Big Rock Daddy ESPN made plenty of sense. Pregame started at 11:30 with kickoff set for noon. We'll give you the win and the results of that coming up in just a few moments. We wanted to, we do give you little bites, little snippaws. Mike Breen will be missing, or if you're wondering what happened to Mike Breen, who usually calls the NBA Finals, among others, for ESPN and ESPN on ABC, he got COVID and he had to miss another game. So there you go. Okay, let's keep going on this side of the lineup. The Edmonton Oilers looked pretty rough in the Western Conference Finals so far. Now, Paul Bissonnette has joined him in that regard. Former NHL player and current TNT NHL analyst and Barstool podcaster made good on a bet he made back in November with fellow Split and Chitlets podcast host Ryan. Based NHL franchise would go further in the Stanley Cup playoffs. As the wager stood, if the Calgary Flames went further, Whitney would pierce his ear, hi there, and wear a Barry Bonds cross earring for a month. If Edmonton went further, Bissonnette would have to get a Peter Mansbridge haircut, which entails shaving the top of one's head but leaving the sides. As fate would have it, the Oilers and Flames met in the second round of the Stanley Cup playoffs, with Edmonton advancing. The Oilers made sure that there was no getting out of this one for Paul, so he got cheered. And so during Game 3 of the Western Conference Final, Bissonnette received his haircut courtesy of Whitney. It was a beautiful thing. It was a joyful, I tell you, it was joyful. And the final product was on display later that evening during TNT's broadcast, so it looks like it got cleaned up a bit as the night went on. I happen to agree. It needed to be cut. So he did look like Peter Mansbridge. Now, for those of you who don't know, Peter Mansbridge is or was the Canadian version of, well, I won't say Dan Rather. I'll just say the Canadian version of Walter Cronkite, the second visage. And he is known because he has no hair on the top of his head, except on the sides. So there you go. So there you go. Har har. Okay, so let's get another little bit of media bites. ESPN's Troy Eklund apologized on air after claiming Tennessee baseball star failed PED test. He should learn to get a little better. Well, it's getting very competitive for Formula One TV rights. How do we know? It's getting dangerous. That's right. Formula One is getting a new TV rights deal in the U.S., and thanks to the sudden popularity of the sport, the demand to obtain the rights is at its highest. 4 bidders are reportedly in the running for the series in a deal that F1 owners Liberty Media hopes will increase 20-fold. According to Business Insider, current holders ESPN is going up against NBC Universal, Netflix, and Amazon to take over Formula One coverage starting in 2023. Disney is reportedly currently paying $5 million per year to air Formula One races in the United States. However, they're doing it differently because they are using the feed from Comcast-owned Sky Sports. While they have put in a $70 million bid, Liberty Media is now seeking $100 million per year. There is motivation from all four companies to invest in Formula One. ESPN and Netflix deserve credit for the popularity of the series being so high. ESPN might not be paying much, and using Sky Sports UK feed saves them some dinero, but races have commercial free along with minimal commercials during practice and qualifying. That has cultivated a lot of goodwill from US based Formula One fans. With the plan to keep the broadcast commercial free, most fans likely want to keep things as is. Now, Netflix doesn't have live sports, but they have been a big influence to Formula One with Drive to Survive. While the show is heavily dramatized and it has rubbed some drivers the wrong way, the intrigue and conflicts have served as an introduction to many new fans before they actually watch the races. Now, while higher ups at Netflix have been talking about bidding for F1 rights over the past year, the company is in a bit of a transformation due to falling stock prices and declining subscribers. Given that, plus Apple and Amazon buying up sports rights, it makes sense to go after the sport they have the closest relationship with in order to begin their foray into live sports. Wouldn't agree more. NBC makes sense for two reasons. One, the network had the rights in the 4 years before ESPN, and it could be a nice way to cross-promote with their IndyCar coverage. Two, Comcast owns Sky Sports, so instead of having a network rival borrow their UK feed, they can just cut out the middleman and seek to put it on their own network. Fans might be a bit worried, given NBC's reputation for having lots of commercials during the sports broadcast. However, Amazon is probably the biggest outsider of the four, but they have been a bit of a hybrid between ESPN and Netflix. While they don't have Formula One, Amazon Prime does have the rights to some New York Yankees games on Yes, as well as a handful of WNBA games and a weekly NFL game on Thursday night. On the documentary side, Amazon might not have Drive to Survive, but they were in the F1 docuseries space before Netflix with Grand Prix driver and Fernando, which followed McLaren and Fernando Alonso respectively. ESPN is in the pole position as far as predictions to retain the rights unless Amazon and Netflix really blow the bank and offer crazy money. They're fighting an uphill battle due to F1 TV. Liberty Media kept the over-the-top rights for their own streaming service, that if a streaming service were to show races, that kind of defeats the purpose for F1 TV Pro, which costs $80 per year. That leaves ESPN and NBC, and it's probably going to come down to cost. If ESPN matches Liberty Media's asking price, they'll stay. However, it would be nice to see NBC back in Formula One. After all, their owners, NBC Universal and Comcast, just happen to own Sky Sports, so it would be a nice little something, to do that. Well, it looks like there was an incident. That's right, in the Women's College World Series. Cameras in sports are supposed to show the action rather than becoming part of it. But every so often, something happens. We see a camera operator, or monitor hit by a ball or a player, whether in studio or during a live game. The latest case came from ABC's Women's College World Series Oklahoma-Texas broadcast Saturday, where a foul ball from Texas's Mary Iacopo hit an ESPN camera in the stands down the third base line. Wow. And camera operators never flinch. They duck. As Hoffheimer notes, it's amazing that the camera operator didn't flinch with the ball heading right at them. Hopefully this doesn't cause too much damage to the camera, but it made for a remarkable shot. Yes, I do agree. It did. Carlos Beltran discussed wanting to know what pitches were coming and acted like it wasn't awkward during the Yankees broadcast. Meanwhile, Bleacher Report will stream a Canadian elite basketball game featuring J. Cole. Not bad. Stephen A. Smith torched Kevin Durant's media criticism. I'll get paid to talk about you. And finally, we say a bon voyage. Hi, Dandelion Fluff. We missed you earlier on Chris's stream. Brent Musburger is no longer the radio play-by-play voice of the Vegas Raiders, leaving after 4 seasons with the franchise. Musburger made the announcement himself Friday morning on Twitter, thanking his radio partner Lincoln Kennedy and all the producers associated with the broadcast. Musburger had been the Raiders play-by-play voice since 2018, replacing longtime announcer Greg Papa, who now calls games for the 49ers. After initially signing a 3-year deal with the Raiders, Musburger remained in the booth for the 2021 season, but the length of his contract extension, the iconic announcer retired from play-by-play broadcasting in 2017 when he parted ways with ESPN with plans of focusing on his family's then newly launched Vegas Stats and Information Network. But 1 year later, he returned to the broadcast booth with the Raiders, albeit on a smaller scale than the national games he called throughout his career with ESPN and CBS. The 83-year-old legendary sportscaster, his career spans nearly a half century, and as he departs the Raiders booth, it's reasonable to wonder if he's called his last game. Musburger still maintains a presence with Vizn, although his family sold the company to DraftKings in 2021. Raiders have not made an official announcement on Musburger's departure or replacement. And Dandelion Fluff says, just stopping by on my way to sleep. Well, I might join you. Kidding. Fox Sports has added Mark Clattenburg as a rules analyst for their soccer coverage, beginning with the UEFA Nations League. And Cardinals announcers were enthralled by Cubs fans' vindictive beer snake after their pyramid was destroyed. Nice. Gotta love it. Okay. Done with the media bites. Let's go for our final segment, which just happens to be our international department where we do a little feetball. So let's do a little feetball. That's right. Let's go to it. World Cup qualifying, the European section, Path B, Wales over Ukraine, 1-0. In UEFA's Nations League, Cyprus, Northern Ireland, goose egg tie. Greece over Kosovo, 1-0. North Macedonia over Gibraltar, 2-0. Bulgaria lost to Georgia, 5-2. Malta over San Marino, 2-0. Czech Republic and Spain tied at 2. Portugal over Switzerland, 4-0. Serbia over Slovenia, 4-1. Norway over Sweden, 2-1. International friendlies, Peru over New Zealand, 1-0. Colombia over Saudi Arabia, 1-0. Argentina over Estonia, 5-0. USA, Uruguay, goose eggs. Mexico and Ecuador, also goose eggs. Is in a tie, and there you go. Now let's do the last thing, and that is, folks, get ready for this, because this goes by real fast, and then it is time to sleep to the inevitability of a dream. That's right. I think we've already done. Okay, let's do quickly. Soccer. Czech Republic and Spain tied at 2. Portugal and Switzerland, 4-0. That is League A in the UEFA Nations League. In League B of this same league, Serbia over Slovenia, 4-1. Norway over Sweden, 2-1. In League C of the UEFA Nations League, Cyprus, Northern Ireland, goose eggs. North Macedonia over Gibraltar, 2-0. Georgia over Bulgaria, 5-2. Greece over Kosovo, 1-0. In Group D of the UEFA Nations League, it was Malta over San Marino, 2-0. In the basketball playoffs in Spain, Juventud Badalona over Barcelona, 87-81. In the baseball for Japanese, by the way, Tampa Bay over New York in the NHL, 3-2. New York Rangers still leads the series 2-1. Japanese baseball, Yakut Swallows defeated the Cebu Lions 5-3. Oric Buffaloes over the Hiroshima Carp 5-2. Chunichi Dragons over the Fukuoka Hawks 7-3. Hanshin Tigers over the Nippon Ham Fighters 8-3. Rakuten Gold Eagles over the Yokohama Bay Stars 6-5. Chipolati Marines over the Yomiuri Giants 10-4. And in South Korea, Kaiwoon Heroes and the Hanwha Eagles were postponed. The KT Wiz Swan and the Kia Tigers ended in a 2-2 tie. SSG Landers over the LG Twins 2-0. Dinos and NC Dinos, Lottie Giants, Samsung Lions, and the Doosan Bears both were postponed. In cricket, England defeated New Zealand by 5 wickets, 141 and 279 to 132 and 285. And that's it. For those of you that love cricket, we give you all sorts of scores. That's right. That's our want in life, to make sure you're all happy and contentable. And we are done. We're done for the night. We want to thank you all very much for joining us. And we look forward to seeing you all again very soon for another edition of Steve's Sporty Balls. Until then, I'm Steve the Backsman Baxley saying this has been a presentation of Mystifying Creativity Productions in association with the L2C Media Network and L2C Sports. We will see you hopefully tomorrow. We will hopefully see you if we're still here. We'll explain all that tomorrow. Thanks, everybody. Remember, keep your sporty balls clean, shiny, and as always, strong. Good night, everybody.